Yo, what is going on? This is that guy Face with Face the Music Media. We are back again for another episode of How I Sin. In this video, so it's looking like AI might be replacing sound designers as well. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Oh mama. Oh yeah. Face the music.
So, in this video, we are actually going to be testing AI and seeing how good of a preset we can make with the instructions of ChatGPT. So I'm going to type in a prompt. I'm going to have it whip up a preset for us. I'm going to test it and see how it turns out. But before we get into that, man, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. And go ahead and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. It does help with the algorithm, and we would appreciate if you do that for us. Also, make sure you go to realloops.com. Sweet Fusion Volume 2 is out right now. We got a collection of presets for most of the Cherry Audio synths. It's almost 500 presets, so you want to go check that out. Also, go to the single playlist in the description. Check out my singles. Go ahead and drop a comment on those. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the songs, and give me some feedback if you like the songs. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, man. So I have ChatGPT up here, right? I'm gonna be using Oddity 3 for the video. I just copped it for the little special that they had going on. So I'm like, this is perfect time to go ahead and throw it in the video. So let's go ahead and do that. So I got ChatGPT here, and I'm gonna go ahead and type in the prompt. Can you give me the settings for a pad preset for the GeForce Oddity 3 VST plugin? Let's see what we come up with, man. As an AI language model, I do not have access to your specific installation of GeForce Oddity 3, and the settings for a pad preset will depend on your specific musical requirements and taste. However, I can provide you with some general guidance on how to create a pad sound using the GeForce Oddity 3 plugin. Interesting, let's get into it. So, to create a pad preset in GeForce Oddity 3, you can follow these steps. Open the plugin in your DAW and create a new patch. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're here, we have Oddity 3 pulled up. So step number 1, open the plugin, create a new patch. So let's go over here, go to browse, and let's go to init patch. Now I'm assuming that it doesn't know that initially it's already set to mono, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in poly mode. I'm gonna change the polyphony to, let's go 16. Okay, perfect. Now choose a sawtooth waveform as the starting point for your sound. Let's go ahead and do that. So here is how you activate the oscillators here. So it is already set to the saw wave for oscillator 1. So you see VCO 1, you see the saw wave here. So it's already set, okay. Apply a low pass filter with a cutoff frequency around 1 to 2 kilohertz to remove any harsh high frequency content. So let's go ahead and apply a low pass filter. I got a chord progression I played in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Let me turn the main volume down here just to see. Well, let's go ahead and test that out. Okay, sounds like a cool little situation so far. So next step, increase the filter resonance to around 50 to 70% to create a resonant peak that adds character to the sound. Let's test it out. Okay, I'm loving that so far. And by the way, I do have the synth routed out to my MPD 226, so if you see the controls moving by themselves, I've got it routed out to the MIDI controller. I'm gonna go through the different filter types and see what the different types sound like. So let's go ahead and test that out. So for the pad sound, I'm going to keep it on the bottom setting there. It's the most subtle. Let's go to the next step. It says add some chorus or phaser effect to create a stereo width and add movement. And so in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to emulate the chorus effect by doing the natural phase sound that I love to do anyway. So if you watch any of my other videos, you already know I love to do this anyway. So it's interesting that it's telling me to do what I love to do with pad sounds anyway. Dope. So let's go ahead and activate oscillator 2 and let's make sure it matches. So we had about 5. Let's go to 5. Now we're going to slightly boost the fine and then let's take a listen. Loving that, loving that. That's the one thing I love about having a MIDI controller. With the MPD specifically, you can sweep through every little frequency. And so you can dig through and find these little hidden magic spots. And so a lot of times when you just sweep through with the mouse, you don't find those little magical pockets. And with the controller, you can find those little pockets. But anyway, so next up, use the plugin's built-in delay or reverb to add a sense of space and atmosphere to the sound. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start with the delay and then we'll do reverb. So let's go here. I'm going to turn it up high so we can hear what's going on. Turn up the feedback. Turn up the amount. And let's see, we'll go 2 beats and then 1 beat. So let's take a listen to that. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and turn that down. Let's go ahead and add the reverb. I'm going to do the same thing. Just turn everything up pretty high so we can just hear what's going on. Then we'll make the changes accordingly. Beautiful. That sounds amazing. Next, adjust the envelope settings to create a slow attack and release time, which will make the sound fade in and out smoothly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. We have the envelope here, but I'm going to use this one. Let's go to attack. Decay, we'll keep that up a little bit. Keep sustain. and slope up pretty high. Release, we'll bring that up. Bring the attack up a little bit more. And then for the amplifier, we'll do the same. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. Okay. Then it says, once you've created a basic pad sound, you can further tweak it to your liking by adjusting the filter, effects, envelope settings. Remember to experiment with different settings and find what works best for your music. I can't even argue with that, man. That's an amazing start to a great sounding pad. And like I said, just experiment a little bit. Have some fun, mess around with the settings. But as far as AI creating this sound, I can't even lie. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll see I kind of follow that same template with all of the pad sounds that I create because that's the sound I like. Anyway, man, that's the end of this video. My thoughts on AI, it's not going to replace creatives. I don't think so. I mean, who knows what it's going to be like in the future, but I would say as far as replacing, no. Will it help you find your sound and help you get better at creating sounds from scratch and synthesis? Yes, it will. Absolutely. I would say dig in. And if you haven't tried ChatGPT at this point, where have you been? I mean, I'm using it for everything right now, but anyway, that's a whole nother topic. This is That Guy Face the Music Media. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit it with a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already and hit the bell for notifications. Also, go to realloops.com to get the Sweet Fusion Volume 2 preset pack. Almost 500 presets for Cherry Audio synthesizers, so you want to check that out. Also, go to the playlist in the description. I've got all my singles there. But anyway, man, this is That Guy Face. We out of here.